Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Amabel Goes to Forex School, where today we're expanding. We're desperately hoping to find a source of glass, steel, or titanium. That would be extremely rad. And we're continuing to slowly transform our population with ecclesiastical furor, but also actual magic. Right, like
Something like that.
the called look physically different.
Yeah.
Tahuk inhabitants who have splintered from orthodox thinking, producing differing yields after each tidefall. What an interesting, what a design. What a world. What a world. Anyway, we ended the video at the end of a turn.
Yeah. Are we going to do fights this time? There were no fights in the last
There were no
episode.
fights in the last episode. I ended up doing a lot of auto resolving, in no small part because you were talking every time a battle happened.
Oh, it's my fault.
Well,
You played the victim.
I'm
I
saying
see.
you could not advocate for yourself because you were too busy harassing me about things. So, how about that, Amabel? Check these out. Check out these brightly colored things left over from the tidefall. Let's get some insights. We're
I do
gonna
like how colorful this game is.
we're gonna build ourselves a temporary bridge right here. I think might behoove us to, like, form a real bridge at some. We've never built a permanent bridge. Oh, there's a cliff between us and that army. We can't fight them.
I mean, with these monsoons, how permanent is a bridge, you know?
I mean, you can make a permanent bridge. It's possible. Oh, what have we stumbled upon here? Before the tidefall, sad seas submerged this land, and the smell of seaweed and brine is still strong. A strange traveler garbed in blue and gold prostrates herself on the sand, seemingly in supplication to a beached tentacled monstrosity. It twitches. Your soldiers approach. Stay back!
Ah, right.
Yeah, we've had this one before as well. What are you hiding? What is that thing? It doesn't look natural. It's something magnificent that you don't understand. Okay, we saw this encounter last time here. We are going to assist it. It just so happens that, like, it has happened a lot this game, that the option in these that we most lines up with my personal feelings on the matter happens to be the one that we like gives us the thing we most desperately need.
That's pretty good.
All right, better alive in the seas than dead on the land. Soldiers, prepare a stretcher. Okay. So I do want to come around and grab this other curiosity here. Is this water moving too fast? No, it looks like we can bridge this. Ah, but I'm still cliffed from there. Okay, so we can't just kill. I was kind of thinking we build the bridge here and then fight those guys, but it looks like that's probably not in the cards. So at 300 influence, I think the plan is to start a second city, right? I was going to attach Andor to Patong, or maybe stretch it southward. So Godarj or Sinra was going to become a second actual city. And then we were going to attach the other thing to that. It's probably... I mean, it's certainly easier to get soldiers from Patong to Sinra and vice versa. There's something to be said
That
for
makes sense.
defensibility. Okay, we've settled next to their empire. We hope to establish a rightful balance with our new arrivals. Well, we're feeling pretty friendly right now. I don't see any reason that anything needs to change. And then if we attach this to Sinra immediately, the city of Karinda, There we go. We've picked up a lot of new territory all of a sudden. Hopefully, a lot of good new resource incomes. Let's food focus, please. And as before, one of the best things we can do for this place is get its blast furnace figured out quickly. So we'll work on that and make money toward it, and that'll be the next thing we do with dust. But okay, I do feel better having done that now. All right, our next watchtower improvement is ready. We got to remember to put down, keep an eye out for mountain ranges. Each region that has ridges should have a watchtower. And I think we've done an alright job with that so far. Okay, 60 extra science, certainly welcome. There's some Leviathan ichor down there. Okay, 55 more science. Where is their actual border? I mean, it's way down here. They haven't actually claimed Siquion at all. I mean, we could snatch it. I don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We can let them have some territory. All right, so we picked up our deciphering stone. We picked up our ability to build trading posts and thus to unlock roads, which I do think is pretty important. Stargazing gives us 1 science on each tile that is producing science and unlocks the ability to get celestial guidance, which is just a science per population point. Where are we at? We are 4 technologies away from moving up. So I think we're going to end up grabbing both of these science techs. We may as well grab them now. I think this and then that will be our order.
Okay.
All right, and then we want to build a trading post now that we have the tech. So I don't really. I guess just out here. Oh, I can't buy the land to do that. But look at that. We're at 62 influence income now per turn, whereas not that long ago it was like 16, right?
Yeah.
So we are achieving a pretty fast turnaround here. Oh, this comes to a weird dead end. Okay, well, back across the temporary bridge before it collapses. Even more science, and then we may as well go and have a chat with these Ocklings. We're pretty good at talking to Ocklings. Low spirits, more than the strange receding of the waters. In the past, when morale was low, I organized a great event. Spectacle, excitement, spirits soared. But now, the Ocklings expect something thrilling again, and you're out of ideas. Well, maybe we can be of service. After all, we'd rather have happy neighbors. How about this? There is a great relic, spoken of in legends, that only a great hero may wield. A fierce army guards it, but if we could seize it, let one of our own legends bear it. Okay. Find this lost prize for your hero, and even the most jaded soul would be lifted. That's a weird...
Yeah, that was a little...
All right, but collect 3 iron skin relics with Talek and Buru from these relic guards, one assumes. Well, there you go. That'll give us some fighting to do.
Okay. Thank you.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
It's also spawned all these charts and stuff, it looks like. All right, let's rumble. So, instant resolution would actually deal a lot of damage to us. Like a lot of damage.
Better than that.
I hope so.
I can't believe you did that.
You monster.
It's funny every time.
Is it, though?
To me, I'm the only one I care about entertaining.
Yeah, all right, that's
I
fair.
think that's clear from the last 100 episodes.
So they're quite far away. This only affects one unit. I guess you guys. Oh, I should have moved forward before doing that. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm just gonna end the turn, I think. Alright, they'll step forward, they'll get defensive stance, but we'll have first proper attack. And yeah, we should have range to mess them up. Alright, so let's move the devotee up here. Get that forest cover. You guys sadly cannot actually make it over to them either, and that will just have to be the case. Okay, I do have a question about this. So, heavy rain. Okay, it has to be applied at point blank range. Knocks the units back a tile. What does that mean in practice? Because, like, if we were to boot these guys forward, that would be something, right? Wow, okay. I was not expecting to destroy a mountain? That caught me off guard. Alright, so we have an extra melee attack now, which is definitely good news. I was hoping to push them forward, like, in the same direction, which I think is, like, a logical way for that to occur.
Oh, my assumption is it's going to be moving away from the origin point, like going out in 6 directions. Like that's how I would have assumed it.
Well, okay. That is what happened. So, congratulations, you.
I have my
Amabel,
moments.
aren't you just the fanciest girl at the ball?
I've never been to a ball before.
Yeah, me neither. Trying to maximize my damage output here. Sorry if it seems like I'm being slow and weird.
You are being fine. This is what I'm here for. And
Well, but the thing where I'm just like clicking on units and comparing numbers over and over again.
oh my gosh, you're collecting data with which to make a decision. Oh no.
Okay,
No one wants to see that in this let's play of a strategy game.
you don't have to be difficult.
No, I get to be, and I choose to be. People find it very charming.
They do seem to. Bam.
I mean,
that's a hell of a ranged attack.
You still keep me around, so.
So I'm trying to make sure nobody gets too injured because I want people healthy for the next fight, right?
Yeah, you definitely outperformed the.
Yeah, I sure did. Oh, we're being attacked over here, and a retreat is death, so death it is. Lost a scout, spending too much time in hostile territory. That's on me, I suppose. And there we go, pacifying them now.
Good.
When it's far too late. No, not good, Amabel. I was gonna save dust for this, but I decided we should get that done. We should probably have gotten it done earlier. I could have just had all those units, you know? We all could have been friends. So, okay, the relics are in these hard to see little curiosities. Found an iron skin relic. There's another one there. They were more visible before, a second ago, I feel like.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. What a sight! Your hero showing off that magnificent relic has cheered the entire place. They'll be beloved here, and so will you, Curator Burgimang. So, a whole level for Talakamburu, and also more pacification. And that means Talakamburu is ready to settle down. You know, Amabel?
Yeah.
Let's go chat with... Oh, hey, look, it's Brother Brook and the Spider People. Visitors! Voluntarily! What a surprise! Yeah. I remember the thing about the harvest. Okay, how to influence improvements. We'll get there. So keep in mind, I'm aware of a way that this game can end, and I am perhaps thinking about that. Trying my best to pacify as many villages as we can quickly here. Uh, 10% critical chance, plus 2% more per intuition. When using this active skill, a very, very long line. Deal damage and weaken, and you can still use your movement points afterward. Hardly even costs time. Okay, so we do up here have a source of titanium, we can see. In fact, there's several of them.
Oh, yeah.
But they are quite a ways away from our city, which is unfortunately we'd have to grab like Siquion and then Frequently Beyond in order to get to the sweet, sweet metals. And I have to imagine the aspects are going to have feelings about that. A maneuver like that. Some bullshit like that. Is this enough? No, next turn probably. Well, actually, maybe we'll need one more. We are 5 dust short of the auto resolve, or the auto build. Well, it does not appear that I see any. Oh no, never mind. There's an anomaly right there. Unfortunately, it is a next turn kind of anomaly. So we got to build ourselves a bridge. Speaking of weird little bridges, what a strange shape for the land to make. Okay, so each of our districts gives +3 science for each adjacent ridge. This does actually nothing. It might not be a terrible idea to start building a second army, I suppose. Yeah, let's start putting together another force. So we have a second here where there's nothing obvious to be building. So we've got all of our watchtowers upgraded with Star's Light. Should I be pushing one of these other buttons at this point? Eternal Sunshine will get us a lot of extra resources from our vocations. Service of Spirit will give us Galvanized Called. We currently have 3 called, right?
I think so, yeah.
So they'll all become this. Our Holy Oculum level is 2. So, I mean, these are like, this is a pretty good yield for a point of population. It's a pretty great yield relative to their Current 5 approval, -1 science. But then doing this is going to end up with the city in blind fanaticism mode, likely to produce a rebel army without us having a defensive army nearby. So we probably just want to wait on that, I guess.
Okay.
All right, cosmology and celestial guidance are both big wins. And here we've found the unmorned dead. A pitted rusty pipe protrudes from the ground, crackling, sparking, and emitting the sound of lightning. Even stranger, there's a small tendril of dust waving above it, scintillating and lively, almost beckoning. And, obviously, the bodies of many Auklings, dead and dazed, scattered around it. What is this foolishness? If the thing is dangerous, just stay away from it. But it is dust! Dust! It calls, it sings, it beckons. Even the strongest, the cleverest can't touch it. But we have to try. Well, in that case, my most obvious recommendation will fall on deaf ears. Tell me, if we solve this riddle for you, will we share the dust? Share? Share dust? No, come on. Never. Impossible. The very idea. Except, yes, okay. Too many dead, too deadly for Auklings. No choice. So this is a problem that's going to require so many scientists working together to solve. I mean, not that I don't love building laboratories, but pushing up to 7 right now does not feel like the thing we want to be doing. So you guys are going to turn around. And I gotta figure out what I'm doing. Expansion-wise. Are we gonna try to grab some of the titanium up here? The aspects might view that as us sort of like cutting them off, penning them in, and it would be to some extent. But, I mean, we have no sources of strategic resources otherwise.
Yeah.
Literal 0 is pretty bad.
I'm sure they'll be cool with it.
Yeah, you know how chill they always are. We haven't pulled these guys into one of our protectorate slots yet, but I feel like we probably should. Right? The assimilation here will give us 2 pacified villages, so plus 4%, plus 8% total gains on battle spoils, plus another 10%. Plus it adds, chill dudes to our both our council possibilities and things we can build in the city. So we have a ranged unit, but I think it's more of like a support ranged unit than a proper archer.
Okay.
So might be good to have the Auklings unit around. This turn, we should be able to buy this out. And now this city is capable of producing things of import. First among them, +2 science for each adjacent anomaly. It's got 2 right around it. That seems like a pretty obvious way to go. You are food focusing as best you can. We're going to need to build some population stuff. Okay, their attitude changed to friendly because we've not been openly antagonistic toward them in a little while.
Now's a great time to claim that territory.
Yeah, but they're gonna change their mind, is my guess. Okay, down here we see both titanium and glass steel, as well as, of course, coral polyps. Oof. Okay. If we were to grab Omdor, which we had talked about for the purpose of opening these
Yeah.
up. It would put us right next to... So it looks like... I can't tell exactly where the borders are between everything. Like, where's the north border of Blywin?
Yeah, if we zoom in a bit more, is it?
No, once it goes to the
No, not
realistic
really.
graphics, it's not useful.
Ah.
Part of the problem here might be that we're getting this information via cartographic agreement and we've never actually seen it.
Okay. Well, you can address that though by moving a scout or someone.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe that's the direction we expand in for resources instead and let these guys have Siquion.
That makes sense.
Just because it has access to both resources. Which means all you're really doing is coming home. Have we spoken with these people? Let's build a temporary bridge so we can check in. We're going to come around and have a chat with the Green Scions. Interesting. Okay, you guys are in guard mode. You're just keeping the city safe. We probably need to build a communal habitations, like pretty quickly here.
Okay. So much to keep track of in these games. I really admire your ability.
we're pushing up against the vocational limit here really quickly, right? So that's the thing I care about. All right, large-scale research. We got the ability to build a geodesic dome, plus 5 science, plus another 5 science per laboratory. This is going to be great in the capital.
The kin have no option but to declare war.
Declaration was stated. Sorry, did you declare war on me? No. Notification misled me? Okay, closed borders toward our empire. I don't think that's likely to be a problem, given that her border is all the way over there.
Okay.
But that is, like, the first step in a more aggressive overall stance, right? Wow, yeah, I'm fairly sure we did not see this faction last time.
That's so cool looking.
They are, yeah, that's a really cool design. A sand shaper. Dry, rock, lifeless. You must not enter the garden, cousin. Why do you call here? A member of the Tahooks from far beyond the garden. Most unusual, and this is no time to chatter. The garden is sick. Our work suffers. No time to waste on visitors. We're inconveniencing you? Every second away from the garden is a torment. The work is always growing, always changing, and we must always be there to watch over it. Yet the blooms are dying. We are helpless. Sayada's peaceful places should be protected, not left to fester. If you cannot leave here, we could seek a remedy for you. The garden is more than vegetation and dirt. It is also light, air, worms, flies, fungi. A world in itself, as infinitely rich and complex as yours. But like your world, the garden has lately become unbalanced. Strange sounds, soured smells. It is unaccountable to me. A decay that perhaps your mad passion for ideas and machines can reverse. A fascinating problem. We will learn what we can. Research the dust lytics technology. Do not come back here without a treatment for our work. It is all we care about. Okay.
And that's And we need to have a new technology. So why not? Why
Yeah.
not that one? You know,
Yeah.
that's I don't know. That the writing in this game is so good. Is so refreshing to have like world building and character work and like a strong voice for the characters and done so economically. I know we talk a lot about how much of this game is impressive, but like hats off to the people on the writing staff because it's
Yeah. No, yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, so if we were going to put down a camp around here. Okay, so Blywin runs all the way north. This encampment, or this extractor, is in Blywin. So this one territory has both of the resources. That makes it high priority. And you have... Okay, you have made a camp. You have built a camp. So you didn't just start. But am I allowed to try to... No, I can't do it because the territory's already claimed. Well, then I guess we do either need to go north or... No, never mind. We do have to go to these ones in the north. Right, is this a... This is still just a coral grower. Okay, so we need to turn the army around. There's a lot of sources of titanium up here, but no glass steel. It's a big problem.
yeah.
Not really sure what to do about that, honestly. I guess there's glass steel here. If we put down an Omdor, we can still grab Edkai and then Rigashi. Yeah, I guess that's the plan then. So we will pull the procession back a bit. And if we were going to settle somewhere here, there's an anomaly right next to us, and that's the only like significant tile in the region. Look at the little spiral crabs. Crustaceans that embed dust in their distinctive shells. That's pretty cute.
What friends?
What adorable little friends. Yeah, this is not like awesome no matter where we put down, unfortunately. Alright, so we'll grab that next turn. And then my plan is not going to be to head north. I think it makes more sense for us to head south. To grow southward. I hope that turns out to be right. So I have no idea. I have no sense of where we're at as far as total number of villages pacified, but it's some, right? It's a significant number.
Yeah.
A little more celestial guidance, I think, is reasonable here. That's right. I was going to pop this. Wait, 23. Oh, right. It's more resources because I have a third territory. It's only 2 cities, but it's 3 territories. Well.
Okay.
We can... You know what? I'm just going to buy some. We have money. And then we'll use the booster. So, Endless Legend 1 had like a market sort of gimmick, right?
Yeah.
There was a race who was the sort of like the trade hub of the world, a faction rather. And that faction ran a market, and the market actually had some kind of like supply and demand controls on the costs of things. This just has like a very simple, there's this many for sale in the world. I don't know, I kind of miss the complexity a little bit.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't sound like me just being being a curmudgeon for the sake of curmudgeoning, which I am known to do.
I don't think so. I mean, it's a lot of these kind of games. It feels like the appeal is in the systems and the details, at least as you've shown them to me. And something that becomes less detailed and less systems, you know, you lose something. What do you gain in exchange for that?
So we've encountered the fourth player here. Let me see. We can get a little bit of basic diplomacy going here. How about a little cartography exchange? I am a little broke.
Society is built on trust and honor and chivalry. But do not mistake our virtues for weakness.
Can you scroll down on the map a little bit and did they claim Miragosh as well?
Well, they put a thing in it. Oh, they upgraded that to a camp immediately. That's not great.
No.
That's not great at all. So I was going to run over here and talk to these guys, but actually, you know what? I'm going to bring this army down this way, and we're going to see about this fortress over here. Yeah, so they're reaching out and grabbing the regions that have the strategics in them, which is not a big surprise.
And they're able to grow a lot quicker, I think, with their coral shenanigans.
Yeah. As I remember it, it was not that hard to produce influence.
Wow. But they have left themselves...
Not that our influence production is bad at this point.
They have left themselves in a position where you could cut their little empire into two, though, and
that's kind of... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm curious...
That's not always the safest thing.
I'm curious how they'll handle it and what they'll do about it. And the way I would like to do it is by capturing the fortress, because that's a way of taking over a region that doesn't cost us any other resources at all, and that way we could use that stuff for other purposes.
And I get to see a fight. I know you're doing it because you love me. I understand.
Hey, listen, you already got to see a fight.
Yeah.
I was supposed to search these ruins like a million.
But that was the fight you owed me from last episode.
Oh, hey, look at that. They got their flying dudes already. Oh, no, they just have a hero of that type. I was going to say, that seems fast from what I remember. Okay. Yeah, I guess we are just continuing. You have turned over much fresh earth. Hold on, you. Oh, yeah, because that was the thing. You've turned over much fresh earth, seeking a cure to the garden's malady. Astonishing. I believe it will recover. The air sweetens. In thanks for your efforts, we invite you to tour our home. There is much for you to learn here. Now I must watch the work. You may visit us again. Soon, later, never. With notes from your learning seekers, the fading of our memories can be reversed. To us, it is a miracle. I present you a copy of the first scroll to be fully repaired. Let it seal the trust between the outsider, Curator Burgi Meng, and the Daughters of Bor. So yeah, we got their cool necklace. Let me swap in the Ward of the Seers here for your kind of crummy accessory item, which is just one determination. The Wisdom Whispers effect alone is worth more than that. Ugh, unfortunately, it is going to take a second to get to where we're going. We do still have this quest, right? Yes, search the Pit of the Ancients. Oh, the Pit of the Ancients is that one. Never mind. There's some obvious ruins on the ground. I just got confused as to... They are identical. They're not in the same place, but they are identical. Okay,
Do you want
so
to maybe ask the and
we're
pick the
gonna.
technology, but you
I'm
want
gonna
maybe
talk to them. Hold on. What I'm gonna do right now is pick our last technology to move us forward into the years of invention. Amabel Holland.
okay, Thou and Bones. God, your name's so cool. Your name's so much cooler than mine.
Yeah.
You're so much cooler than me. Holy crap.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
You're saying this on my strategy let's play. Come on. Let's not get
What?
crazy here. All right.
I have something to say, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be a little mushy, and I know you don't
Always
like
with
that
the
so much in
always with the
public.
mushy. What's up?
Okay, what I was gonna say first though is before you go search that thing, you definitely should get like yeah. Um
We okay. Their borders are open. To
Okay, I didn't
us.
remember that.
I we can also enact. We can also open our borders to them. I mean, it costs us resources to do it, but it does it does make us friendlier, right? I want to be friendly.
You want to be friendly.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's good. You know, it's good to have a pal in this world.
So the thing I was gonna say is that
A pal.
I
who
remember
you cut off at the knees.
one of our very first dates, you told me so much about Endless Legend and how much you loved it, and to now years later be watching you play Endless Legend 2, where you're not just covering this game that uh, is a big deal for you, but you've decided basically to just have the coverage be part of this series with me. It means a tremendous amount, and it's I really love that my life took me to this point in this path where I'm doing this with you.
That is very sweet. Look at how cool their territory looks.
Yeah,
The big green spiral here and the water wheel and this look at how neat their stuff looks. And look at how neat our stuff looks and in a very distinct and different way.
yeah.
Yeah, I like the graphical style of the settlements a lot here. I haven't really been looking at them. And I will say that I don't think that they jump out in quite the same way as the ones from Endless Legend 1. Some of the architectural styles in the first game were like very, very, very cool and distinctive. But it's still good. It's still very good.
Still good. It's still real cool though. Yeah.
All right, so then I want to grab this foundation. And we want to install a laboratory. Adjacent to the new anomaly, adjacent to this communal habitations. And so, we are working toward the unmorned dead. It'll happen. We've got our 15th technology, which satisfied the Sisters of Bor, and once we've had it for a few more turns, it'll move our faction quest forward. We are repairing these Aukling villages, which will be good for us given our protectorate status. Ah, the ancient graveyard was full of titanium. Rad. It is there, as it was written. Odd that I feel younger now that I know where I shall end when I am older.
That is
odd.
pretty odd.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. You're a weird guy. I don't know what to tell you.
People are weird about graves though. My grandmother was like 30 when she picked out her grave.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I don't know. That's weird to me. That feels weird to me.
It feels like placing a lot of bets on where in the world you're going to die.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got these guys pacified. We still need to open up some influence improvements. and we don't currently have any of those unlocked really.
Right.
Wait, hold on. I triggered a quest dialogue. A stone's throw from a subterranean ruin, a strange arch juts out of the old seabed, half sunken and askew. It glimmers with an ethereal light, the material of its construction no ordinary stone or metal. On a nearby bluff, a lone consortium courier eyes your army with cold intent. As the first of your soldiers approaches the arch, a ghostly apparition which... Okay, we remember. We remember meeting Phantom. We will stay and understand this entity. I love science. The stars are truly aligning, Purokasana, and then I'm still attacking this. Alright. Hopefully we can do this. Hopefully I don't just embarrass myself here. We could certainly use, 300 dust.
Yeah. I believe in you, sweetheart. I can't believe you did that.
Yeah. We all get the joke. Okay, so you're pretty scary. Your support staff, somewhat less so. You have 3 movement. Yeah, I think this actually works out really well for us. We're able to kind of come around the side here. Sadly, you only have range 3. And we're going to go ahead and... Oh, no, it's not you. Sorry. The shielding skill is on this guy. So we're just going to end the round. Okay, we've got a lot of them just sort of caught in the open, which is great news for us. So... we can probably try to finish off... I guess I can't without exposing my raiders. We have to decide who we're going to start focusing on too. Like, are we bringing the tyrant down fast, or are we absorbing its damage while we try to bring down the rest of its troops? I think probably the latter.
Okay.
Is going to be my plan. Try to keep you in place.
I mean, in a system where each unit has 1 attack, reducing the number of attacks is going to be often key,
Yeah.
especially when there's no morale system to.
Yeah, pretty much always. You just want to work that attack differential in your favor. All right, cool. Got the high value. For the moment, it seems like we are in position to be bullies here. You're encircled now and taking bonus damage because of it. I am going to move... you know what? I'll stay put. Just drop you. So now we just have one of the pikes and the boss. And I'm going to... Wait, sorry. Do I want to drink that? I probably don't. I can knock this guy back a space. Yeah, let's just move over here. I can ignore his defense, but we're already maximum critical. Yeah, that seems fine. All right, and this unit is a hero, so if we are to lose her, it's not the end of the world. It's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. We need to get some kind of negative damage effect on you. I think we're gonna go for some health restoration. You guys just gang up on this one. Okay, and you can scope shot because we're not getting our not getting any benefit from our crit bonus on that turn. All right, now we give you shielding. Trying to make it through the next attack. All right, got a pretty good encircle going.
Yeah.
All right, and that
Good
makes
work,
this
sweetheart.
region mine.
Push forth into these kelp-ridden lands, Terhooks. Every
Look at that
step
guy!
is a step closer to their realm.
What a hero. What a hero of these lands. Okay, well, Rassia's Haven is also available. I managed to get another green bow, a heavy mace, some decent armor. This music. So I don't really want to turn Adkai into a city. I want to attach it to the capital.
Yeah.
But we don't have the ability to do that just yet. It's a research thing.
Think on this.
Immigration policy. Signing this treaty will allow each empire to grow the other empire's available population in their cities. They propose to pay me this stuff because I don't have hydromiel. So this is, I accept.
Yeah, this is all right.
In fact, if you really want my population,
Let me tell you.
there's some stuff I can
And
do
the
about that.
friends.
I can do some stuff about that right now.
That's a glass steel deposit, right?
Yes. Yeah, which obviously it would be important to connect to a city somewhere. We have stuff to do. We have a lot of stuff to do. I might, if you don't mind, call it right here for today. Though we've done a little bit of expansion, as I
Okay.
said we would. We've got ourselves some footing. We're kind of making a little bit of a nuisance of ourselves, and hopefully this will weaken the aspects in a way that they don't feel they need to avenge.
You know what'd be really funny is you took the other one in between their territories.
Yeah, it just made my little C shape and cut them in three. With us being friends, I don't think we're actually like harming them logistically or anything here.
Yeah.
But if we if
yeah.
if it suddenly is the case that we need not to be friends, then maybe we will be glad we did this. Or maybe they'll just fall on it from both sides and immediately gain control of it. I guess we'll find out. When you come back next time, viewers, we'll see if we are going to be able to hold on to Adkai, and more importantly, if we ever actually get a glass steel extractor up, because boy oh boy are we going to need some. Come back next time for all that, and we'll see you then.
We'll see you then.